Gardeners spend years trying to correct poor soil, and, many of us have faced that sinking feeling when plants just won't take off no matter how much compost, fertilizer, or amendments we add. But there's a lesser-known trick old growers have relied on for decades, one that breathes life into soil faster than nearly any other natural method. It's inexpensive, easy to apply, and, honestly, shockingly effective. That secret is molasses, the dark, nutrient-rich syrup that has become a quiet staple in regenerative gardening. The reason it works is simple. Molasses feeds the soil's biology, and once the soil life wakes up, everything else changes almost overnight. To understand why molasses transforms poor soil so quickly, we need to look at what soil actually needs. Plants do not live on fertilizer alone. They thrive on the activity of microorganisms, bacteria, fungi, protozoa, and beneficial microbes that break down organic matter and turn it into plant-available nutrients. When soil is depleted, compacted, or chemically stressed, microbial populations collapse. Without these organisms, nutrients stay locked in forms plants can't use. Drainage suffers, organic matter breaks down slowly, and plants struggle no matter how much we feed them. Molasses is one of the fastest ways to reintroduce energy into the soil food web because it provides simple sugars that soil microbes digest immediately. The moment molasses enters the soil, microbial activity surges and the soil structure begins to shift. Molasses works best when gardeners understand the right type to use and how to mix it properly. Unsulfured blackstrap molasses is the gold standard because it contains minerals like calcium, magnesium, potassium, and iron, while also providing the carbohydrates microbes need. A practical and widely used ratio is 1 tablespoon of molasses per 1 gallon of water for general soil conditioning. This mixture is safe for most garden beds, fruit trees, and herbs. When applying it to severely depleted soil, you can increase the strength to 1/4 cup per gallon, but this should only be done once a month because heavy concentrations may cause temporary oxygen depletion in poorly aerated soil. For regular maintenance, the 1 tablespoon solution every 2 weeks is ideal. Many gardeners also use molasses in combination with compost or compost tea, and honestly, this practice is worth exploring because it intensifies results. Adding molasses to compost tea feeds the microbial populations inside the brew, creating a concentrated inoculant that revitalizes soil quickly. A strong compost tea mixture typically uses 5 gallons of water, 2 cups of high-quality compost, and 1 tablespoon of molasses. Allowing this to brew for 24 hours with an aeration pump produces a living liquid fertilizer that can be poured directly onto the soil or used as a foliar spray. The improvement in soil aroma, texture, and plant response is often visible within a few days. Another overlooked benefit of molasses is how it impacts soil structure. As microbial populations increase, they secrete sticky substances that bind soil particles into aggregates. Good soil aggregation improves water infiltration, increases aeration, and enhances nutrient holding capacity. This is why gardeners often see dramatic improvements in clay soil after applying molasses. The soil begins breaking apart naturally as microbes work through it. In sandy soil, the opposite happens. The increased activity and organic binding help the soil retain water longer, preventing fast nutrient loss. The effect is not magic, but biology, responding to a sudden surge of energy and minerals. Gardeners working with raised beds or heavy feeders such as tomatoes, peppers, and brassicas can use molasses strategically during the growing season. A tablespoon per gallon applied every 2 to 3 weeks supports ongoing microbial activity, which keeps nutrients cycling efficiently. For legumes or nitrogen-fixing crops, molasses helps sustain the bacteria responsible for fixing nitrogen, resulting in stronger growth and better soil fertility overall. One important reminder is to water the soil lightly before applying a molasses solution, especially in hot weather. This prevents surface microbes from being shocked by sudden sugar exposure and ensures deeper penetration into the root zone. Molasses also plays a significant role in organic pest management, not because it kills pests, but because it strengthens the soil ecosystem. Healthy, biologically active soil produces stronger plants with thicker cell walls, richer nutrient reserves, and better resistance to pests and disease. Some gardeners use a mild molasses spray on foliage during periods of stress. A mix of 1 teaspoon molasses per quart of water can be sprayed directly onto leaves to boost plant energy and encourage beneficial microorganisms on the leaf surface. This should only be done early in the morning to allow drying and prevent mildew. For gardeners working on long-term soil healing, molasses can be used in conjunction with mulch compost and cover cropping. One effective approach is applying molasses water before laying down mulch, as the sugars help energize the microbes that begin breaking down wood chip straw or leaves. Another method is mixing a tablespoon of molasses into the water used when terminating a cover crop. This speeds decomposition and increases organic matter incorporation into the soil. The beauty of molasses is that it offers rapid improvement without disturbing the natural balance of the garden. It encourages the soil to repair itself, which is why old gardeners trusted it so heavily. When used correctly and consistently, molasses transforms tired, weak, depleted soil into a rich, crumbly, biologically active foundation that supports healthier plants across every season. If you found this guide helpful and you're ready for more practical, field-tested techniques that make gardening easier and more rewarding, make sure to subscribe to Gentle Herb Gardening and share this video with growers who want healthier soil fast. Your support helps keep these deep dive guides coming.